My name is Matthew Cervidio, also from the junior class. We will be your Masters of Ceremony for this evening.
We have gathered here today to recognize the hard work that the class of 2014 has put into these last few years. Today, we acknowledge their strength of character and determination to succeed.
Before we begin, we would like you to know that we have a long and exciting program planned for tonight. We would also like to take this time to recognize our distinguished guests. Here today are members of the PTO, members of the PCSS faculty, members of the PCSS Board of Trustees, members of our local and state government, and keynote speaker, Senator William Moe Cowan.
We would like everyone to please rise for the singing of the National Anthem by Layla Cadet.
Please welcome to the stage our Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Barish Eisen, for some parting words of encouragement to our senior class, parents, and guests as they conclude their final year at Pioneer Charter School of Science.
Thank you, Matthew. Distinguished board members, faculty, graduates, families, honored guests, and Senator Moe Cowan. Welcome to the Pioneer Charter School of Science 2014 commencement ceremony. We are here to celebrate and recognize the hard work, perseverance, and dedication of the class of 2014, our third graduating class. They have accomplished great things at PCSS, and they are now ready to face whatever challenges lie ahead. It is indeed an exciting evening. Dear graduates, today is an ending, the conclusion of your secondary education that you began about a dozen years ago. But it is also the beginning of a new and exciting chapter in your life. As you are about to turn the page, be open to the possibilities. Remember, you might think you know exactly what you want to do with your lives, but life might take you in a different direction. You represent the best that Pioneer Charter School of Science offers. You are academically strong, well-versed in math and science, and have strong character. You have surpassed not only all the high expectations we set for you, but your peers in the state too. You were ranked second in the entire state in terms of student growth in math with your grade 10 MCAS results. Your class also represents the diversity of our great nation. 25% of you were born outside of the United States. 58% of you have a language other than English spoken at home. And 19% of you had special challenges that you had to overcome. You came from 7 different cities, but you made Pioneer Charter School of Science your home. Each one of you contributed to the culture of the school with your unique ways. You work hard. You came to school about a month longer than your peers at other schools. You even came on Saturdays and during holidays voluntarily just to study. Your teachers had very high expectations for you in the classroom, and now you are headed to great colleges, from Harvard to BU, to Northeastern, to UMass, Salem State, Regis, and many more. I cannot be any prouder than I am for what you have accomplished. It has been a privilege to see you grow and become the great adults you are today. But I would also like to take a moment to thank all of the parents in the audience for their continuous support, and the faculty of the Pioneer Charter School of Science for their dedication and hard work. They all played a great role in your success. Today, we will offer a new scholarship to our graduating seniors. The Christine McGee Memorial Scholarship truly represents the dedication of PCSS teachers. Ms. McGee, a great colleague and a teacher, had a short but fulfilling life. She will be missed dearly. And I would like to thank Ms. McGee's family for making this scholarship possible and enabling us to honor the memory of Ms. McGee in the most appropriate way. I would also like to thank Senator Cowan for visiting Pioneer Charter School of Science and honoring us today with his presence. Your words to our students during your visit left a mark, sir. I would also like to remind everyone that PCSS has also achieved a lot this year. As usual, our students performed great on MCAS tests. We opened a second school for August, and our school has been selected as one of the finalists for the Boston Foundation's Ozone Prize for Charter Schools and awarded a $10,000 grant. And this year we have also made it to the US News and World Best High School list. You all played a role in these achievements with your hard work and character. Graduates, please remember to visit us often. Come back and tell us about your first year in college, about your challenges and accomplishments. Remember, you are part of the PCSS family, even if you are no longer PCSS students. I also have a standing job offer to any one of you who would like to come back and teach at the Pioneer Charter School of Science. As I conclude my words, I congratulate each and every one of you and wish you good luck. I cannot wait to see the great things you will accomplish. Thank you.
Senator William Moe Cowan, our keynote speaker tonight, is of counsel to Mintz Levin and is Senior Vice President and Chief Operating Officer of ML Strategies, the firm's government relations and business advisory affiliate. Prior to rejoining Mintz Levin, where he practiced from 1997 to 2009, Senator Cowan represented the Commonwealth of Massachusetts as interim United States Senator, filling the vacancy created when John Kerry was appointed United States Secretary of State. Immediately prior to his Senate service, Senator Cowan served in the following leadership positions for Massachusetts: Governor Deval L. Patrick, Chief Legal Counsel from 2009 to 2011. Chief of Staff from 2011 to 2013, and Senior Advisor in 2013. Senator Cowan also served as a fellow at the Harvard University Institute of Politics in the fall of 2013.
During his term as senator, Cowan served as a member of the Senate Agriculture, Commerce, and Small Business Committees. He also chaired the subcommittee on nutrition, specialty crops, food and agricultural research, and was appointed by Governor Patrick to co-chair the Commonwealth of Massachusetts Military Asset and Security Strategy Task Force.
As Chief of Staff to the Governor Patrick, Mo directed strategic planning, investment and operations, including oversight of the Commonwealth's multi-billion-dollar annual budgeting process. As Chief Strategist and Crisis Manager to the Governor, Mo advised on all domestic and international affairs, intergovernmental relations, and gubernatorial appointments, and administered all management and personnel functions within the Governor's office.
As Chief Legal Counsel to the Governor, Senator Cowan served as the General Counsel for the Executive Office, advising Governor Deval L. Patrick on all legal and policy matters. He managed legislative regulatory policy setting for the Office of the Governor. Senator Cowan oversaw all legal operations for the Patrick Murray administration, including management of 5 deputy counsel, 8 cabinet-level general counsel, and 700 in-house and outside counsel, the largest legal practice in the Commonwealth. He successfully managed litigation and negotiations with health insurance companies concerning small business coverage rate increases, resulting in historic reductions in rate increases designed to spur economic activity. And he also revised the regulatory review process to mandate that agency counsel consider and justify the impact of the regulation on businesses and economic growth. In this capacity, Senator Cowan administered the selection and nomination of Chief Justice of the Supreme Judicial Court and nearly 24 additional judicial appointees to state administrative law panel, trial courts, and appellate courts.
Prior to his public service, Mo was a member in the firm's litigation section where he represented a diverse array of commercial clients in matters involving corporate governance, financial mismanagement and malfeasance, and money laundering investigations. He led many internal investigations, providing litigation counseling and crisis management service to corporate clients, representing individuals and institutions in SEC and SRO enforcement actions and class action proceedings. Mo also served for 6 months in 2000 as a Special Assistant District Attorney in the Office of the Middlesex County District Attorney.
During his earlier term with the firm, Mo chaired the Hiring Committee and served on the Diversity Committee, member of Compensation Committee, and the Management Recommendations Committee. Senator Cowan currently serves on the firm's Policy Committee. Please do us the honor of welcoming to the stage Senator William Mo Cowan.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Farah, Matthew. I'm embarrassed because my speech is shorter than the introduction. But No, seriously, thank you very much for the kind and warm introduction and return to the Pioneer Charter School of Science. First of all, thank you and happy Friday the 13th, Panthers. I know it's a little dreary outside, but I think it's a wonderful evening for a commencement ceremony. That said, I hope in this auditorium tonight there are no frigatrisca decaphobians. That means you're afraid of Friday the 13th. If you are afraid and you're in the building tonight, I hope that this occasion will go a long way to helping you overcome that fear and recognize that good things can happen on this date. Then again, by the time I'm done, I may make you feel even worse about Friday the 13th. But let's see how it goes, shall we? Mr. Eisen, Mrs. Junos, Dean Cerullo, Dean Cohal, Chairman Dogan, trustees, distinguished guests, family, parents, and most especially, graduates. I am honored to return to the Pioneer Charter School of Science and join you in tonight's celebration. And when I say, graduates, that I'm honored, I truly am honored. As your commencement speaker, I know I now hold the distinction of being the very first thing you will forget about your time at this school. But such is the lot for we commencement speakers. Now, dear graduates, if you recall my visit to the school last fall, you will not be surprised to hear me say that the theme of my remarks tonight is, in one form or another, be aware of the world around you and fearlessly strive to live a purposeful life as you move on from PCSS. With that in mind, let me acknowledge my own awareness that I am one of the few things standing between you and those diplomas, so I will be purposefully brief, or at least as brief as a member of Congress can be. But before I get too deep into my remarks, I want to acknowledge your parents, your guardians, your friends, and neighbors who shepherded you from birth into this very hall. I wish you could stand where I am and look upon them from this vantage point and see them as I see them now. The looks on their faces tell me they are filled equally with great pride in your accomplishments and oh so sweet relief that as of today, the Commonwealth no longer makes them legally responsible for your behavior. In all seriousness, I assure you that your family and friends are more proud of you at this moment than you will ever realize. So graduates, I ask that you please stand and join me in saluting your family and friends who brought you this far. Thank you. And exactly where have they brought you, graduates? You have now completed all the educational requirements that the Commonwealth mandates, and you are free to tackle all other pursuits as you wish. And, let's not kid ourselves, as those folks will allow you to. No doubt, and I know this to be true, talking to Mr. Eisen, almost all of you will go on to pursue one or more degrees from some of the finest higher education institutions around. After all, you soon will be a graduate from the Pioneer Charter School of Science, and if PCSS does anything well, and this school does many things well, it is to prepare you for success in college and beyond. Nonetheless, I know one of you has decided to move forward and serve this nation, and for that we are grateful. Along the way, others may take a time out from college or while in college, decide to enter the workforce, maybe start a business, or travel the world seeking inspiration for the next great American novel, or indeed retire to your dorm room or your parents' basement to finish developing the next smartphone app, and in a year or two sell that app to Facebook or Google for $1 gajillion. If you are working on that, let's talk afterwards. I'm looking to invest. Whatever your pursuit, graduates, leave here confident that you have been well prepared for that pursuit by the outstanding PCSS faculty and staff. So how about a hand for those folks who live to teach and serve you every day at this fine school? We owed them that salute because they run to work every day to provide all of you the most important life and economic tool you will ever need in this world, a high-quality education. In my 45 years, I have met some incredibly impressive people in my travels. President and Mrs. Obama, Governor and Mrs. Patrick, the King of Jordan, the Prime Minister of Israel, ambassadors from all over the world, university presidents, and indeed, Justin Timberlake. But I have yet to meet anyone more impressive than teachers who commit their life work to making our lives work better and the world a better place. Indeed, graduates, these instructors have not only spent your years at PCSS helping you appreciate the pursuit of higher knowledge, but they have also well prepared you to continue a lifelong pursuit of wisdom. Wisdom and knowledge often are confused or interchanged one for the other. But knowledge without wisdom means little and is of little use. Never mistake knowledge for wisdom, graduates. One helps you make a living. The other helps you make a life. You have spent nearly every day before today in classroom settings where knowledge was packaged and presented to you. Now, armed with the knowledge from this great institution, you are primed to spend the rest of your adult days pursuing wisdom and enhancing your self-worth. Self-worth is the return on your investment in pursuing a full life with true purpose while making a difference in the world. Self-worth is the most important component of confidence. It is your greatest asset and can never be taken from you. Self-worth is who you are, what is important to you, how you live your life, your values, and these should never be negotiated nor compromised. Graduates, I submit to you a good way to acquire wisdom and build the self-worth I speak of is through investing your time and talent. Treasure will come later, trust me, and giving back to a society that has given you a tremendous amount already. This very institution, the Pioneer Charter School of Science, was founded by leaders with the goal of giving back through education. They and you are part of a tradition promoting an environment where students can become young men and women of service and purpose. This reflects a commitment to social justice that challenges us to address problems that might not otherwise affect even us. It challenges us to seek wisdom, consider our self-worth, and find ways to better the world around us. You may not realize it just yet, dear graduates, but PCSS also has challenged you to court failure in your pursuit of wisdom and self-worth. Now, I know it may sound odd to hear your commencement speaker talk about failure on the day we gather to celebrate your greatest success to date. But hear me out. Hear me out, because there cannot be true success without failure. Hear me out, because I stand before you as someone who has succeeded only because I learned to no longer fear failure. Hear me out, because in my 45 years, I have come to know that life's best lessons, wisdom if you will, often are best learned from our attempts at success that come up short. Sometimes you come up just a little short, and sometimes you fail so spectacularly that you can't imagine ever succeeding at anything ever again. Graduates, that certainly is how I felt during my first semester at college. I did well in high school, like all of you. Not nearly as well as all of you, but well enough to gain admission to Duke University. And I went there to pursue a pre-med major in preparation for medical school. I chose this course of study because a lot of people told me that they thought I would make a good doctor. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do or be, but becoming a doctor sounded pretty